When market is falling, everybody's scrambling to find stocks which we should buy, but very few are actually doing precision analysis to keep the watch list intact so that they can pull the trigger when the market is right. One of the questions is, how do you maintain your watch list? How do you screen stocks whether in the rising market or falling market? How do you combine fundamentals and price action all in one place? In this video, I'll show you my dashboard, complete step-by-step walkthrough of how I'm managing that, all available under one app, TradingView. All you have to do, log in and follow the step along, which I'm going to show you step by step. So let's get started. But make sure you watch till the end. If you don't have time, it may not be worth spending because you have to do hands-on and do share your analysis and learning from this video below, because that's how you're going to gain knowledge and improve on it. It's something which is super powerful. Not many are doing that because this will give you full control not only of your watch list, but you can actually globally screen any stocks and look at it side by side what's going on. And I'll show you some live example. One of the stocks which is just by simple screening, how you can find those breakout stocks, or you can find those stocks which are absolutely are your watch list to buy when market is falling. And I'll share with you my framework as well along the way. So stay till the end. So let's get started. First thing first, how do I manage overall stock structures, right? Because that clarity is important. So what I do is, as part of the process, is I maintain two bucket lists. One is the peaceful weekend investing long term and peaceful weekend investing lab portfolio. So what is lab and long term? Long term is the ones which the solid fundamental stocks which have strong moats. I want to buy them, and I only follow them as a monthly time frame. That way, becomes more peaceful. I don't have to spend too much of energy in this particular set of stocks, and I want to buy them. Lab portfolios are lab portfolios which are not only my trading portfolio, but it is more for long term to find those stocks which can go to long term, because you have mature companies and the companies which are going to be future tomorrow, like Amazons and Googles of tomorrow. How do you do that? You have to find a combination of price action and understand the fundamentals as it evolves, because initially it could be really, really difficult to stick on to these businesses because it's going to be like a wild dog. So you have to find those lab stocks and spend most of the time on the weekend in these lab portfolios and identify those companies so that you can create your reading material about those companies. I generally don't like to read at the start of it. I want to first take a position and then read. So you position, read, and then you actually build on your positions on that. So that's the approach I take it. So one of the things which also I want to tell you about is important is about the market environment. So I call it a PVTme. PVTme. What does it mean? What P stands for? P stands for, let me make it big so that it's easier. P stands for price. Just one. So P stands for price. V stands for volume. T stands for time. And ME stands for market environment. Now, this is a combination, this is a recipe which pretty much everybody follows, but at the end of the day, this is what you define yourself. And in peaceful weekend investing, your lifestyle is also dependent on that. If you take this price, volume, and time on daily time frame versus half an hour time frames, 1 hour time frames, monthly time frame, weekly time frame, that defined by you, not by anybody. And that equation changes completely because price, volume, time, and market environment is a complete recipe, and you have to look at holistically before you make your decisions. You can't just simply look at just one's price and take a decision. A lot of people just say, "Oh, this is the price, let me take it," or "This is," or what, "There's a spike in volume," or look at the time and say, "Oh, it has gone 50%, let me take in position on it." That's not the way. You have to look at the right combination of it, and I'll show you that some of the charts. So let's get started on this. So now that you understand my framework, the lab portfolio and long-term portfolio, and now I'm going to show you quickly the step-by-step process of how I go about. So before I go further, I've got a book which is getting released on Feb 1st. If you want to be part of my bonuses, if you want to be part of that, it's going to be getting launched. It's right now. It's It's a pre-launch. So if you want to be part of it, I'll leave the link below. Once you buy this stock, buy this particular book, it's definitely give you all the principles what is needed to get started in peaceful weekend investing, because I put combined all of that, my knowledge and learning for over years in this particular book, and it's going to be really really game changing if you are not only starting up from investing, or you have already investing but based on tips, based on news, and you don't have a particular process. This give you all those mental models what is required. So what I've covered here is 9 myths, 4P frameworks, my cake strategy. I've covered all of that which can help you make a peaceful weekend investor. So do check it out. And I'm looking forward to be part of Peaceful Weekend Investing. And if you want to avail the bonus, I'll leave the link below after you purchase this book, and we can avail lots of bonus, which are going to be amazing. So let's get going, and I'll leave it to you if you are interested in. So first thing first, I've got a TradingView, which is a Windows edition. Basically, I've downloaded the Windows edition so you can test it out. This is what you probably prefer. So what I would suggest is let's take. I got multiple watch lists here, right? And what I've done is on the this chart, and some of the features might be paid version of it, and you can check it out. Is I made this two-step. If you don't have a paid version of it, you can't do it. You can do it side by side as well. So I just have a simple chart, which is XGO, which is Nifty 50 equivalent or the index of Australia, and this particular stock. So what I will gonna do is I'm gonna go to screener. So as you know, in TradingView Windows, if you click on this, I'll try and move this. So if you um, go on these dots here, you will see screeners, right? So click on the screener. Now this is where the fun starts. Once you click on the screener, and I will just take my pen as well so I can show you exactly what you have to do. Um, is you can start with a new screener, right? I Yeah, yeah. Just give me a minute. I'm just grabbing my pen so I can show. So once you do that, you have this screener, and you can start with the new screener here, right? So that's what you do. So you can simply select here and say I want a new stock screener, ETF screener, bond screener, crypto, CX, and DEX. So the lot of screeners we have, you can say I want a new screener, create a new screener, and say I say yes, don't save, and I say peaceful weekend investing, long term, and lab. Let's assume that I just put it here. Now, what does it give you? It gives you an option to select few things which are very important, and I'm going to spend some time. Here, first one, you get to select the country. Then you got watch list. You can have your own watch list and select that from there. How beautiful it is. And I'll show you how quickly you can screen some of the stocks which I track, and then you can select the index. You can have price, change, percentage, market cap, private. You're now combining the fundamentals here along with that, which is PE, EPS, dividend yield, sector, analyst rating, performance. So you got some world class um, data which is available to you in this platform, and you can make use of that. So once you have created a new screener, I'm assuming you're following me along. I will now, let's say I will select my watch list. What I've done is I've taken ASX 300 and created 300 and 200. I've created an index watch list. So I've got all the 300 stocks right as part of my watch list. Powerful. Moment I select this, now I'm only doing all the searches within this particular watch list. I can select Australia if I want to as a broader, right? But I have only this set of stocks which I'm only focusing on. So I can just select ASX 300. Now, what you see, voila, you can see here full chart list is coming through here, but I don't want to see all 300, right? I want to be very specific. I want to see stocks which have gone up 10% in last one day. So I can select not one day, I wanted 1 week. Only give me the stocks which have gone up 10% in last 1 week within this 300 bucket. Now you see what happens. So I can, if I want to see the list, I can get the whole list here in front of me. You can see, boom, I got all of them. Moment I click on it, I got a chart right next to me. And what does it do? It gives me the comparison of this particular stock versus the overall index XJO, which is equivalent to Nifty 50. And let me make myself strong so that's easier. And it's showing me based on moving average where it is going, right? And it is easily able, I can easily look at those stocks and try to make positions and see what's going on here. But I don't want to do that. I want to do also combine this, given that, let's say, for example, if it's a falling market, I also want to see the dividend yield. So let me find out the stocks which are giving dividends also. And now only got one stock. And when I click on this, it's gone 12%. Look at this. Beautifully, I got into stock which is just coming out from the base and from a huge correction. And there is a base formation which is happening and might go into stage two very soon. So I got one stock which has strong up from last week and also having good volumes traction going on. Isn't it powerful? Just type powerful, and you can follow the same along. Same thing I have it for, let's say, whatever stocks, and this same thing I follow, and this is going to be super powerful, right? What I do is if I had a lab portfolio and I've exited it for some reasons, it didn't work out, so I save it as exit. So India exit tracking stocks. So what I do is I look at these exited stock because I want to work on those stocks which I've already traded because I got a comfort factor. So what I do is I just simply remove this and see which stocks went up 10%. India market is going really bad. And if I look at a Nifty, and Nifty itself is correcting a lot. So you're not going to find. So you have to find stocks which are fundamentally good. So I will look at it and see, okay, I will just select India here, and I will say, okay, so right now it is not showing me anything which is coming up here. Let's see. And oh, okay, there it is. So okay, I'll select again. Yeah. In the meantime, give a thumbs up while this is coming through because this is something not many know about this feature, and this feature can be a game changer, right? If you do that, and it takes a lot of effort to bring this up in front of you and an effort to share that. So always it'll be helpful if you can give a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with your friends and family. All of that will help to grow this channel, and your channel will and become a peaceful weekend investors. So let's say here, and I want these dogs, and you can have it by sector. So let's say I want strong buy rating. So you have ratings as well, right? And I will get only stocks which are strong buy ratings from analyst. And I also want the stocks which have dividend yields. Okay, so let's do that. And I also want to have where ROE is is above high. Okay. So now probably this will take away all of that because it's not RA. So if you can see, you remember in last video I covered about Ujjivan Finance Mag, and this is one of them. And you can see these are the strongs which are coming through, which are having a strong buy, and you can now study these stocks as part of it. Now you've got your own stocks which you have traded before. You understand them. You're holding it, and you can start looking and studying on it. How powerful was that, right? This is how you can build your watch list, use the tool, and work through that because this step by step process can completely be game changer because not many would maintain this at a precision list of screening and maintaining their watch list and searching from that. Because if you go too wide, then you are kind of confused because you're going to get a lot of stock ideas. You want to be very focused and zoom in. And this is a laser precision of stock spraying method, which I've shared with you, and combining with fundamentals and chart all in one landscape. It becomes like a powerful action place for you to look at things. If you find this powerful, just type powerful so I know that you got the value out of this. And if you have been getting value, just give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because I'm seeing from the stats, not the 80% of the people are watching without subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, but promotes us as well as also helps us, encourages us to make such videos more of that. So till next video, have a peaceful week in investing, and do check out my book, which gonna definitely be a transformative journey. I'm looking forward to be part of you, welcoming you as part of the Peaceful Weekend Investor community.